Alright, greetings, salutations, good day and hi, boys and girls, and welcome back to Season 2 of PhaseCar. We have rounds 4 through 6 for today, taking place at Watkins Glen, Fuji, and Vancouver. Now, before we begin, I would like to take a moment to say a few words and state my thoughts and prayers to everyone who's been affected by the wildfires going on in Southern California. Many homes lost, and it's basically the biggest wildfire that has affected the U.S. Yet. So wishing everyone safety, and we're in your thoughts, and yeah. All right. So now let's get into business here. Let's turn on the game and have a look at the points table as it stands. It's currently Hikanari Hina of Euphoria, I believe, Base Euphoria, leading the fray here with her win and second place. 105 points to her name. Second place, 20 behind, is Remy, 85 points. And then 10 points behind Remy is Sheena with 75. Fourth is a Phase Invader, Jelly, with 62. And we have Arena, fifth, with 59. And everyone is on the board, has points to their names, so that's good news to see. All right, I'm by myself for today, but hopefully I'll be able to have a deck and commentary for tomorrow's stream. So yeah, it was today's stream. In the days leading up to today, it was unknown whether I'll be able to stream or not for today, but luckily we have the go-ahead to do so. So let's get right to the business here. Alright. We're going to start off for today at Watkins Glen International. We're going to be using the full Grand Prix layout. Um, 3.377 miles, 11 turns. 3.377 miles, 5.435 kilometers, and my phone stand doesn't want to stand up properly. It's wanting to collapse in on itself. Alright, 100% damage multiplier, AI strength 95, AI aggression 100%. 1 PM, race time skill. Yada yada yada, 21 minutes. Load! Yeah, we just know how it is. Same settings as per usual. Okay, let's see what happens in the current long circuit of the Glen. Home of the 6 hours of the Glen, and also some NASCAR races using the shorter layout. We're using the longer layout. Waiting for someone to come out. And eventually someone does in Pippa, whom I'm supposed to have a new livery made, but I can't find a good source images of her new outfits, so we're sticking to her original outfit as it is. So after a start right there, you go into the 90, which is a 90-degree turn in turn 1, and then into the S's 2, 3, and I suppose 4. Going into the back straight. Into the inner loop chicane, the bus stop. To the outer loop. We go into the chute. Into turn 6, and then turn 7 of the toe of the boot, which is the addition to the track that separates the long circuit from the short circuit. Go into the heel of the boot. Turn 8. Couple more left-hand turns as you get back into the main portion of the track. Turn 9. And then 2 more turns, 10 and 11. Hello, Chrono, welcome. And you're home free. Alright, let's set the grid for this race. See who will qualify. We'll get the bonus point for pole. And it's going to be Grand Pico of Kaleido. And we'll follow that up with Irie. And then defending champion Mumuyu. Slow out of the gates after the first 3 rounds, but there's still 12 rounds to go through. Jelly is 4th, starting off 4th. And then we have Uruka and Memory. Leah, Remy, and Clara. Rooney, Michu, and Nessa. Loki, Dizzy, Ember. Amy, Pippa, and Tenma. Speaking of Tenma, she has plushies that are coming out of her. Me, I'm still waiting for a Rooney plushie to come out. Penko, you, and Drie. Iori, Arena, and Sheena. Hina, Saya, and Lumi starting back of the grid. Hina starting close to the back of the grid. Points leader, not with a good start. Considering only the top 20 will have to score. Only the top 20 will get points in each race in this championship. To do a bit of adjusting just to my window size, and we are set to go round 4 at Watkins Glen International. Alright, 21-minute race here. Here come the red lights, and soon they'll turn green. Round 4 at Watkins Glen is underway! Good jump at the start by Chisaka Irie. Not best of starts for Grand Pico. But able to make her way to second, followed by Jelly. As I go around the S's for the first time. I got my soundboard up. Into the bus stop for the first time. The inner loop. First time in this race as Irie, who started out back in the grid, is having issues here, and as you look in the replay. No, Lumi upside down. Why did I say Irie? Did I say Irie? I meant Lumi. Ember, and some cars losing wings and stuff, and Ember. Yeah, this is a replay of that, and she's still on the track. Several drivers without wings and stuff, as most are making their way out of the boot now. Jeez Louise, a whole mess of cars without rear wings. So expect to stop at pit lane for them. Lemon Woman moment. Yeah, I must be feeling sour about that early incident. Irie, Pico, and Memory. All right, top three. Memory a bit wide on that turn. Jelly will go ahead of her. Jelly in her alternate livery. In the battle against Kokoromo Memory. Leah also in an alternate livery, currently 5th here. Let me now get into pit lane. We have Uruka, Yu, Saya, Amy, Ember, Clara, and Arena. All in pit lane, and Sheena has no wings. For someone who likes clipping things, has a giant pair of scissors. It's ironic that some parts of her car are currently clipped away. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Meanwhile, cute, cuddly Chisaka Irie taking advantage of that very good start of the race and leading by a couple seconds. It looks like, no, 1.2. As we are expected to see more drivers hits. Sheena is, of course, going into pit lane, and Lumius just now getting out. Irie, gotta watch out for lapped traffic in the way. Gotta watch out for Saya's car. Luckily, able to go around Saya. Grand Pico of Kaleido. Waiting for an opportunity to cut through the traffic. Eventually, she went to try to chase after the current race leader. Familiar name, that Irie from VGTC. Yeah, there were a few Face Connect drivers who were in the VGTC. Ayasayu, Leah, Irie, of course. You know, just now getting out of pit lane and back into the action. 3 drivers. 1 down. Grand Pico eventually gets past Saya, but Saya... Oh dear, oh dear. Grand Pico slowing down Jelly now. Back into P2 at the moment. Coming down to 15.5 minutes left in the race. Most laps in a shorter amount of time wins. Grand Pico almost caught up to Jelly, but nothing doing. Jelly able to almost get past one car. Grand Pico able to get past the left car of Sheena, and trying to stay clear of Jelly to bring back her second place position, and does go clear of Jelly. Meanwhile, Irie still with a quite strong start, as we will have completed 4 laps here. Checking the times, 6, almost 7 seconds being the lead for cute, cuddly Irie. Gotta watch out for some of these cars in the way, though. Gotta watch out for traffic. Careful there. Man, Irie was going full send towards those cars. Graham, unfortunately, being lightweight. Well then. Have a look at Google Docs. I think Irie may have won a couple of purple car races before, but her best finishes as of yet in PhaseCar have been a second and a third, including never mind about the including. She has yet to podium this month after 3 rounds. Now it's the 5 cars being lapped. Man, Irie being so crazy there as we have these thingies, these wheel holder thingies suddenly appearing out of nowhere. That's just weird. It's been a battle for second and third between Grandpico and Jelly. Back up to 2 at the moment. Whoa! Grandpico, dangerous there. Bit of a touchy touch with Jelly. Lost a bit of ground there on that touchy touch, close to start finish. Meanwhile, heading towards halfway into the race, Irie trying to maintain a good racing pace. Jelly seems to have lost a bit of ground now. She's down to 4th all of a sudden. Memory into 3rd. Grandpico 2nd. Yeah, some dangerous driving indeed. Irie, though, looking pretty darn good as we reach halfway into this race. We have completed 7 laps, so I expect 14 laps in this race in total. Still leading by almost 4.5 seconds. Yep, about going wide into turn 1, the 90-degree turn. Grandpico goes around left car. Whole bunch of cars pushing and shoving. Careful, especially here. Jelly back up to 3. Able to get past both cars of Tenma and Memory. Pico is ahead of the cars and seems to have a clear path towards Irie now. So she's now free to depress the gas. Actually, there's a whole bunch of more cars in the way of things. Yeah. Ember, Leah, and a third driver to be named later. That's Iori. No, not Iori. Who is it? Uruka. Uruka. Quite a few overtakes for position here in this race. Race leader Irie trying not to get too bothered by the traffic as she hopes for her first PhaseCar win. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Dangerous. Approaching the inner loop. Hanko in pit lane and moo you. Ooh. Moo struggling in her title defense this month. A little under 8 minutes to go. We've basically been leading this race for the most part. There's still lots of action left. Almost a touchy touch by Jelly against Saya. A lot of cars, at least one down. It's now less than half of the field that are still within the lead lap. Oh no! Irie has fucked up! Irie has fucked up with Ember! Oh, that is no good right there for her. Oh, that's gonna cost her a chance to win, I'm sorry to report. Oh dear, oh dear. Grand Pico is out! We're starting to see chaos here. Ramelia Nephis now might as well inherit the lead from Chisaka Irie. Irie is staying out, but might as well have to pit next lap. Goodness gracious, gee willikers. Comes Remy. Doesn't want to be too dangerous with 5 minutes to go. Irie just needs to go into pit lane. Clearly frustrated about the incident. Jelly tried to fight for the lead against Remy. Ramelia Nephis tried to go for a second win this month. Four and a half minutes to go. Ember into pit lane now. and so's Irie. Two drivers have been affected dramatically. Have ourselves a close battle for the lead here. Keep an eye on these two. Maybe three, provided Memory is able to pass Saya. Run around the boot. How the mighty have fallen. It may seem like Irie had a chance for a win, but yeah. Yeah, actually, she's ninth. Must have been a very quick stop at pit lane. Jelly on the move against Remy. Remy wants nothing to do with it. High-speed action on the S's of the Glen. Actually seeing some drama here. Some actual race drama going on here in this fourth round. Down to 2 minutes. Pippa a bit wide. Dangerous. Careful there. Remy touching grass. Oh, man. Bit of chaos going on here. Jelly losing ground. Stuck behind Saya. Memory almost passing Jelly for second. Oh, more touchy touch. As we come into the white flag now. 1:20 to go. Remy leading. It's very close here. Going clear of the others. Jelly going clear of Saya. Memory just can't seem to find a way to get past Saya. But we will have to keep an eye on Remy, who has a good fighting chance of getting a second win of the championship. Which VTF is Beezy going to be in? Yeah, Captain Beezy is going to be in VTF 2000. VTF 2000. The lower of the two VTF tiers. But anyway, last few turns and in a race full of chaos late in the race, Remy has come up lucky here. Last couple turns. Gotta watch out for Jelly though. But it's gonna might be a close finish or not close enough. I don't think it's gonna be enough for Jelly to overtake Remy. And Ramilia Nefis is gonna take the victory at Watkins Glen. Second win of the month. There we go, that's a better image there. As it looks dented on the other side. That's a good image. That confirms that Ramilia Nefis is your winner of this fourth round. Here at the Glen. Jelly second and Memory third. I'm gonna write it down here. Remy, Jelly, and Memory, as we're waiting for a few drivers to finish, and we have a loose wheel. We have a loose wheel. Have a driver hurt? Yeah, Iori was hurt. And the rest are just about finished. Leoston, Irie is gonna finish with points. She would have wanted to win, but yeah, that dramatic finish right there. And Pippa is done, and that will do it for this race. With the victory going to Remy, her second win of the championship. I'm going to update the medal counts. Will be able to barely get on the board with a point to her name. Oh, unlucky for Hina. She's going to lose her championship lead to Remy, it looks like. Finishing outside of the points. Gotta do a replay. I'm gonna have to do a replay of what happened with Graham Pico and Iori. Yeah, hopefully you'll get to have Captain BZ stream VTF 2000. Yeah, VTF 2000 and VTF Pro 2000. That's coming up next month. Winner of VTF 2000 will enter VTF Pro 2000. We're gonna have both series run concurrently. And then the winner of VTF Pro 2000 will enter Indy Lights in late March. So be sure to look forward to that. As I will go ahead and lock in the points. And give a bonus point to Graham Pico, who oddly enough was the first to crash out of the race after starting at pole. Oh, that you just hate to see that. Bad luck for Pico. Now, the championship as it stands, Remy has 135 points, 30 ahead of Hina, who remains at 105, and Jelly is third with 102. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Quick check to see what went wrong with Graham Pico and Hakushika Iori. We will scan a bit until we reach here. some car parts were lost, so we'll have to see what went wrong. And I honestly can't tell. This Grand Pico just ran into Henko, and then yeah, Grand Pico just went into the barrier. Losing her rear wing, and then fast forward a bit, and then just basically got her wheel sheared off by Tenma. I could scroll to whoever Tenma is right there. And yeah, that was tragedy that was struck here. And also there's a matter of what happened to Ember and Irie. Yeah, Irie basically messed up. And Ember still had her front wing. And then we will scroll to Iori, late in the race. Final lap or so, and then oh, there was an incident involving Rie and Saya. And then, yeah, Iori just collided with Saya. And yeah, oh, that was a hard hit into the barrier. And that's how Iori's race ended. All right, let's call it here. Let's call it here, and then take a break for a couple moments, and then we will get into round 5, taking place at Fuji in Japan. I'll see you in a couple minutes. Gonna reset the stream, and then we will get to racing again. See you in a couple minutes. All right, back in action for round 5. We're going now to Fuji. Fuji Speedway. 16 turns, 2.835 miles, 4.563 kilometers. And notable for its really long front stretch, almost 1 mile in length. 1.475 kilometer, 0.917 mile in length. FIA Grade 1 license. And we're going to be racing here for PhaseCar. And we're also going to be using this track later in the month for the second round of this year's Formula Holo World Championship. So yeah, 2 races here this month. First with PhaseCar. So let's go ahead and load. Shizuoka, Japan. Fuji International Speedway. The Japan-based Pace Connect members hoping for home field advantage as we see who will come up for qualifying. If anyone wants to come out. Okay, there we go. Jelly. Yeah. Really long straightaway. And then you head into this first turn, which is cleverly called first. Oh, careful about the elevation drop. Second, and into Coca-Cola turn 3. And then 100R, making up turns 4 and 5. Turn 6, which is called the hairpin, which doesn't seem like much of a hairpin at all. But is quite a technical turn there. 7, and then 8, and then 9, which is known as 300R. And then into the Dunlop turn 10. Then 11 and 12. 13, which is cleverly called 13th. And then we have 14 and 15. Nets, N-E-T-Z. Oh, there's a nice shot of Mount Fuji in the background. And then into Panasonic, turn 16. And then it's a sprint into the finish. Speed ahead. And boom goes the dynamite. Grid me. Pipkin Pippa will get pole, followed by Michu. Those are your 2 drivers in the front row. And we have Ember and Tenma. So Michu is the highest starting driver, Japanese driver in this race. And in the highest starting base Kaleido member is Kanagi Loki. Then we have Uka. Oh yeah, we are gonna be racing different games for the Fuji races. This is R-Factor 1, and Formula Holo is once again in Assetto Corsa. Not Competizione, not the third Assetto Corsa game whose name escapes me, the original AC. Iori, Dizzy, Nessa. Jelly, Amy, Rooney. Pico, Penko, Irie. Lumi, Remy, and Rie. Oh yeah, there was no previous race winner's curse for Makina Arena at Watkins Glen. Finished 8th for her. Finish of 8th for her. So let's see if we can steer clear in this round. Clara, Leah, and Muyu. Saya, Hina, and Sheena. And finally, Memory, you, and Arena. Speaking of Arena. All set to go here. Let's have fun with this next round of action. Round 5 at Fuji. Pip and Pippa with the pole position for this round. And here we go. Sprint to the start. Who will get the best positions heading into the cleverly named first turn? Might we have car parts popping off early on? No, just everyone just carefully making way into the first turn with little to no issue. Cargo wide, ISCU, who was one of the VGTC drivers. Not quite a good start for her. With a few wins in Purple Car. And has she won in PhaseCar? I'm inclined to believe she did. Yeah, she's won twice. Looking for a third win in PhaseCar action. There's a camera cycle. Yeah, it does look silly, but, yeah. Point. I should get serious. We have racing going on. Pippa, Michu, and Loki. Your top 3. And, surprise, surprise, Remy is way back there and has to stop the pit lane. Oh, Sheena's even worse. Clara and Amy also stopping at pit lane. Oh, 23 still out on the track for a second lap. Oh, NASA. Not looking too hot. Oh, Irie getting into an incident again. Come on now. Let's look at the replay. That is just nuts. Oh, jeez Louise. That is... that is brutal right there. Way back into the front. Pippa still leading. Almost a second. Michu trying to get close to Pippa now. Loki also making her presence felt. Jelly Hoshiomi, fresh off her runner-up finish at the Glen. Also having a good start to this Fuji race halfway around the world as another driver goes into pit lane. Understandably, Iron and Saya have to pit. Leah, I'm sorry to report, also having to take a stop at pit lane. Is currently right on that other bottom. Oh man, we seem to have a bit of a blooper involving some drivers again. It's up the replay. I mean, come on, Irie just came out of a pit lane, and I think, and she's gotta go back in. Oh! Rami going really wide there. Oh man. Crazy stuff happening. Oh! Hanko loses her rear wing. Iori having a frustrating day. Crashing out at the final lap, close to start finish at the Glen. And she's gonna have to pit in this race. Already seeing a ridiculous amount of pushing and shoving. Michu! Vying for the lead against Pippa. Pippa wants to keep ahead. And does remain ahead. Oh man, Michu goes wide! We've seen a couple drivers go wide on this turn already. Michu loses ground, drops to third, and Kanagi Loki goes up to second. One song being played hits different now. And you have the Hololive Eurobeat music playing in the background. We're probably referring to one song in the Hololive Eurobeat thing, aren't you? Who may we be referring to? Fauna? Aqua? Ame? He wants to close in on Pippa. There's this dangerous turn again. Now, VGTC, we saw cars slipping and sliding and losing control on the front stretch. But, here in this race, we've seen incidents on the S's. Certainly cars going wide on some of these turns. Lumi, Dizzy, a couple of base invaders in pit lane right now. Oh no, Rooney's in pit lane. Loki is out of the race! Let's look at the replay. Oh, Loki tumbling and stuff and trying to get back in and... that is brutal. Loki was second, third, and now she's a goner. So Pippa's lead is certainly going to get bigger now, I think. Michu being the closest threat. As we come down to 12 minutes, I swear. We've gone through a few more minutes, more than that. Oh, more craziness! Come on now! Rooney just got a pit lane, and she's gonna end up getting an even bigger steeper drop into pit lane now. Pippa herself is wounded. Heated rivalries between drivers that are supposed to be in this singular agency. Michu also without a front wing. Who's next to there? Ember. Clutching his old Ian songs, and yeah, you are indeed referring to Fauna. Yeah, we still miss her a lot. Over a week after her graduation, and it still hurts. Ember, I think she certainly likes this track. Currently second, Pippa though. Oh man, more craziness on this turn. Yeah, Pippa still may have to pit here. Ember has an intact car. Oh man, careful there. Now, if I recall correctly, I think Ember won a purple car race on this very track. Indeed, she did. It was the 50th Purple Car World Series race, Season 4 at Fuji. Oh, but her chances of winning have gone down exponentially. All of a sudden, more craziness on these turns. Oh no, indeed. Ah, man. More pushing and shoving on the turns before start finish. Pico, Pippa, Leah, Ember. No, Leah has her rear wing intact. Ember doesn't. A whole mess of cars going into pit lane. Ah, Jesus, Louises. Tons of chaos ensuing here. Moo you. Currently 4th. Start off 21st and finding her way into the top 5 here. Ria is 3rd. Jolly Hoshiyumi 2nd. Graham Pico leading. High attrition here at Fuji Speedway. Lots of bumping and shoving. Good God in heaven, Dizzy is without a front wing, so is Kamachi Penko. Yeah, already a whole bunch of chaos here. Michu, no front wing again. A slightly bent rear wing. Already had some drama in Watkins Glen. Fuji is looking even more chaotic. Yeah, just as crazy as the phasers themselves. Yeah, I think you're right, Chrono. Dizzy stopping the pit lane, just... Ari back in the points. Grand Pico hoping to have a Japanese phaser win here on this Japanese track. Gotta watch out for this first turn. We've seen many chaotic moments. Here, more chaos on this turn. Pico luckily was able to avoid further disaster. Saya is certainly wounded. I say you highly wounded. Amber doesn't know where she is. But yeah, luckily she's able to correct herself. Oh, there's a set of turns again. We've seen a whole mess of chaos there. What will transpire here? Seems sort of clean, but yeah, what a crazy race we're having, and there's still 5 minutes left here. Not sure why I've stumbled across, but I'm loving this lull. Welcome. It's Face Connect Racing at its craziest, as we lose Hikanari Hina. Oh, that's another driver out of the race. Saya pitting. And that's way too late for the replay. Pico with a 2-second lead over the next driver down in Rie this time. Should hopefully be able to go around Clara, who is wounded. No rear wing. Well, never mind! Rie doesn't have a front wing! Oh dear. Oh man, this is absurd stuff. Cars having trouble going into pit lane. NASA with a slippy slide, trying to come into the storefront wing. Pippa just cursing herself. Another extended stop there. 3.5 minutes left here. Grand Pico still trying to maintain a good lead, but Rie is fast approaching. Oh, dangerous by Leah. Oh, Jelly entering the picture. Neck and neck for second, and Jelly goes clear. Whoa, dangerous on that curb. Loses a few positions. Mumuyu should be like second effective, actually, because yet another instance of a lost front wing. NASA getting out of pit lane, and I can't even tell anymore. Clara is certainly struggling. We're gonna call it 2 more laps here. 2 more laps in this race. So it's gonna be 15 laps in total. Mumuyu second, Jelly third. And then we have Pokoromo Memory and not Rie, who will be 5th at the moment. Not Arena. She is staying out. She is staying out, but it's certainly disadvantaged. Tons of pushing and shoving. And Michu is without a rear wing this time. Coming down to the last minute here. White flag next time around. White flag does wave here for Grand Pico. 1 to go. Oh, but she accidentally contacts a driver. I think she accidentally contacted Iori. But luckily able to maintain her position. Look again. Just pouring and just went wide. We've seen a couple of incidences already of drivers going wide on this turn due to inadvertent contact. But Pico is still leading. Has an intact car, looking pretty good for her. Coming down to the final turns here. And last sprint into the finish, and a Phase JP member is gonna win on the Japanese circuit. Grand Pico is your winner here in Fuji. Mumu finishes P2, and Jelly gets another podium, P3. From a start of 13th, getting the victory. Well done to Pico as cars start to run out of gas, and sound effects don't want to work. Oh, now it does work. Yeah, Sheena out of fuel, tragically. So, okay. Busted engine, actually, not out of fuel. Yours finished Arena, almost finished. Yeah, I want to see what happened to Hikanari Hina and Kanagi Loki, which occurred at exactly the 1/3 and 2/3 race distances as Arena finishes. Alright, halt the music, and we will go ahead and update the thingies, the points. Let's see here. Pico, Muyu, Jelly, a top 3. And we have another instance of a pole position driver finishing outside of the top 20.
Oh, what a shame.
And one more driver. Lock it in, and oh, time is looking good on our hands. Let's see. And after all of that, Grand Pico has a grand total of 68 points. That will put her in, well, the top 10, actually. We have a new points leader, Jelly. 137. Rami failed to score. So she loses her points lead. Hinari Hina drops to third. Failed to score in both races so far today, Hikanari Hina. Memories in fourth, 102, and Sheena, 91. So let's read it again. Jelly, 137. Remy, 135. Hina, 105. Memory, 102. Sheena, 91. And the bottom driver in the standings has 17 points. But there's still 10 rounds to go. As I'm going to have a quick look at the crashes for Hina and Hanagi Loki. Yeah, before we get to the last race for this morning at Vancouver. Yeah, let's look at the incidents. Where's Kanagi Loki? And should be around here. It's this part of the track where we've seen cars going wide again. Oh man, caught something in the curb. And then flipped upside down, and then, yeah, just lost it. Yeah, her rear wing got shredded away. And then tried to get back in, just got pointed by Tenma. Yeah, right there. And that was the end of Loki's race. Now for Hina. If I could find her. That is right around lap 10. What seemed to be the issue at her end? I like to drive clear. Again, this curb, this very curb in which Loki messed up. Went to just crazy, all willy-nilly, and then and then into there. That ended her race. Just couldn't control. Couldn't control herself. Gruesome stuff, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Gonna take a break. Gonna take a break for just a couple of moments, and then we will head on over to Vancouver for round 6. All right. See you in a couple minutes. All right, back again for this last round for this morning. Going to Vancouver, the 1998 street circuit layouts used in part 2.866 kilometers, 1.781 miles, 14 turns, and do I have damage model up? 50% damage. Luckily, I was able to check. There's one more race in which I have 50% damage. That's going to be in Detroit. So, luckily, I remembered. 50% damage here at Vancouver. Let's get loading here and expect to see even more chaos than what we saw at Fuji. Oh, dear God Almighty. Here we are. Street racing in Vancouver in British Columbia. Oh, Canada. I think Face Connect is based in Vancouver, if my memory serves me right. Anyway, we go into the first couple turns, and then 1, 2, 3, and then way into I don't know where she is right now. 4, yeah, going to 4, and then 5 and 6. And then I've lost my train of thought. I accidentally stumbled upon the wrong image. I'm supposed to go through this image. Yeah, there's this chicane that wasn't there in later installments. That was turn 7, and into the curve, and then going to 8. Challenging section. 9 and 10. And into 11, and then 12. Careful going around this bump. 13 and 14. Dangerous. Careful making way through the section, because you might bump into that barrier, just like what we just saw Michu do. Very dangerous approach into turn 14, the last turn, into the finish. Watch out for that. Alright. So we have defending series champion Muyu, fresh off her second place finish at Fuji. Starting off at pole for this race, and Hikanari Hina hoping to get on the board for today after two consecutive ducks. Amy and Sheena make up row 2. Then Rooney and Clara. Penko, Nasa, and Leah. Loki, Ember, and Iori. Dizzy, Lumi, and Aruka. Saya, Tenma, and Remy. Let's see, we have Graham, Pico, Michu, and Ayase Yu. Jelly, Arena, Rie. And finally, Pippa, Irie, and Memory. All right. Last round for today. Oh, okay. We have someone in the commentary. Yes, and Adak is back in commentary. So let's say hello to him. Welcome back.
Oh, finally! Like I was stuck in like whatever the hell I'm doing, escorting my dad's business. But anyways, do share the PhaseCar Championship standing sheets. I'll be taking a good read while we are on break, and when we resume the stream, we'll just do about on our
Actually, we are just about to start the race right now. We're just about to start the race right now. So here's the sheet, and we are set to go. Yeah, awesome. And Kamala, and
awesome.
Okay, all right. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what if introductions are in place already, but yeah, nice to have myself back here. We're here in the streets of Vancouver. It looks like we're racing in the IndyCar layout, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the 1998 kart layouts.
Oh, this is gonna be a pretty good doozy here. All we're talking about good amounts of history there. We also want to talk about how Al Unser Jr. won like 4 times, Michael Andretti won like 3 times here, and Paul Tracy, the local one, actually won here 3 times. We're talking about a track here, which is at a length of around 1.78 miles. Of course, the race lap record IRL is being held by Helio Castroneves in 1998, ironically. But yeah, it's a very interesting track here. We're basically racing around Pacific Boulevard, 14 corners in total, very tight in nature. I can't wait for this race to go by.
All right. All right, so we are set to go. We're going to play the music and get to the racing with Moo Moo You at pole. All right, here we go.
All right, nice to get the race on. We are about to get basically the race underway with a standing start. Dag.
Yeah. Make sure the volume is good at your end, and but we are set to go here. Round 6 at Vancouver is green. Go, 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 go.
Oh yeah, it looks like a great start there from Muyu. Keeps her line into turn 1. It looks like Sheena now goes into the inside, into the first 2 corners, and now we get to see some side-by-side action. Look at Isami there, all around the outside of Hina. Looks like there's a bit of contact between the 2 cars. Oh, there's slight contact between Clara trying to go around Hina. But it looks like everyone is going pretty okay so far. Coming into the first lap with 20 minutes to go.
Drivers trying to make their way through this challenging layout. I have the damage set at 50% for this race instead of the usual 100%. Running an issue involving Dizzy.
Yeah, that's Dokuro though. It looks like she actually ran over into a wall. It looks like she has no front wing, so she will be going into the pit lane for her service. And you can see here how much she's fallen down the order.
A gap is starting to develop between 2nd and 3rd. There's Hina, hoping to get back in the points after 2 consecutive races without scoring. Oh, this is a dangerous part of the track. Careful. Yeah. Oh man. Already some drivers having issues. Clara outside the track barriers.
Oh, looks like someone flew. Looks like someone actually flew.
This is what I was worried about. This part of the track.
Oh dear, the AI line just being very, very ratchety there, and it costed just about almost all of the drivers involved. Looks like Muyu is still, and Clara's flying.
Yeah. So I gotta play this sound. Rooney is out of the race.
Oh, that's gotta hurt Rooney Roos.
Sheena.
Yeah, Sheena's also out as well. I'm gonna go with Sheena and currently sitting 5th after a promising start to the season, and also 2nd place at Laguna Seca, and then the 3rd in Austin.
Already chaos reigning supreme here. Grand Pico.
Yumi, the championship leader.
Running 19th. Amy Isami leading.
And right now, it looks to me that let's just hope that these drivers just don't continue on absolutely ramming their cars at the exit of the wall at the exit of the final corner. Here's the problem. Yeah, you can see here Muyu being put into a spin due to the collision. So very, very unfortunate.
Keep an eye on the drivers here. No problem for Panko.
So much Panko gets away scot-free. Oh, and that's Irie though flying, and that's her rear wing gone. Ouch.
And Irie is out.
Also, just a bit of a fun fact, though. I'm not sure if this this fact has been repeated, but Komachi Panko I believe her illustrator is similar to Murasaki Shion. So as their illustrators are Tamyu.
Nice.
So there's already a bit of a familiarity between them. Also, we are going to continue being on topic. Looking at Pipkin Pippa though, who has been trending for all the right reasons in recent times. She of course is down in 22nd. Let's see where she is right now, Pipkin Pippa. Oh, she's in 9th.
Yes, right there. And thought I saw a tire.
These are tires. But anyways, oh, Nephis is flying as well.
Come on now.
Where is
Nephis?
Already due to engine failure. Because we have, I believe, Irie has now lost her engine. I think that's the reason for her DNF. And oh yeah.
Yeah. The replay.
So here's the replay on what happened to Nephis. This is, I believe, her coming into one of the back streets here, and you can see where the problem lays. And yeah.
Back into live action, going to pit lane.
Oh yeah. But anyways, so we are looking at, oh, that's Isami being put into a spin as she was trying to enter the pit. I think it looks to me that sorry, it's not at the pits, but it is in the middle sector. So again, there's just lots of chaos, even with 50% damage though.
Yeah, probably the racing line is faulty.
Yeah, especially in the final corner, which is very, very unfortunate. If you are rooting for a clean race, well, but at the very least, if you can stay out of trouble and stay out of that dastardly wall at the final corner, you should be able to have a great chance of a good result, especially if you are, of course, again, Pippa, who is currently in 22nd place in the standings, not having a great start, not exactly having the great first 6 races of the season, but at the very least, if she can at least hang on to the top 10, then she should be able to essentially catapult herself into mid-table contention, because right now, she is currently 6th last.
Look at the replay, Saya out of the race.
Unfortunate incident there. That's the right tire gone. You saw her absolutely climbing the fence there. That's gotta be irreparable damage, at least irreparable damage from the end of the race. And you can see here also Lumi though, trying to extend her line to a point where she absolutely hit the wall, but you can see here multiple drivers being involved in accidents. Cyrox out of the race due to an accident. If you go further down the basically table, the standings that is, just want to check.
Alright, Adak, please check your volume. It's a bit low.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So, So I just hope that this is a better one, because this is, I'm literally setting this up in an emergency, so you may want to excuse the slight issues with the mic. But hopefully this is better.
Yeah. Certainly a better volume. Oh, close shave. In that tie barrier for Lumi, still remaining alive. Ember.
Yeah.
Is good.
Oh, that's a close shave of the wall. Uruka also. Pick and Peppa are having a pretty decent run so far. After, as we mentioned though, having a lackluster first 5 races of the season, and that's Rie into the tire barriers. Oh man, that's her into the pit lane. That's very painful.
Rie stuck trying to get into pit lane. Careful there. And luckily she goes clear and just is having issues.
Yeah, it looks to me that the car is programmed to get back into the actual racing line.
Yeah.
When the car is actually in the pits, so yeah, you can see here. I think that's going to be a straight up DNF for Rie, unfortunately. Meanwhile, NASA trying to defend against Lumi there into the first 2 corners.
Lumi, the race leader here, as we come down to the last 13 minutes.
And there's still a lot of ways to go here. As you see, and NASA, you mentioned, is the lap car. Lumi just hopes that she's able to clear the lap car as soon as possible, because look at the pack though coming behind her. It's a race leader's worst nightmare. No!
Watch out for Amy. Careful there. Oh! Whoa!
And fortunately, the problem has solved for itself, as Lumi now has the clear shot of maintaining her lead, with the next car being well over a few seconds away. Meanwhile, if you're Muyu or Michiru, well, mostly Michiru, you're gonna have a bit of a hard time because you literally have 3 lap cars literally in the way.
Looks like two ahead of her before Lumi, actually. Muyu and Nessa.
Oh, and you can see here, we got Muyu and Nessa. But there's also one more car ahead, maybe, I believe that's that's Amane!
Ember!
Oh, Ember Amane, though, you saw her actually overcooking the first part, the first corner of the chicane, and that understeered actually sent her into the tire barrier on the inside line of the second one. Oh, that's Irina!
Oh, man!
Oh, here comes the sister of the Kusogaki, Komachi Bango. They're now watching as Irina gets passed.
Uh-oh, Ember, careful there.
Amane.
Also, Pippa, without front or back wings. Lumi is fine.
Well, she just turned her car into a sprint car, but at the very least it's working for her as she is absolutely flying on the straights, but she is struggling in the corners as you expect for a car without any front.
Pippa and Ember are both in pit lane now.
Well, what a tongue twister that was. Meanwhile, we still have that's a lot. It's a very traditional race there.
Oh,
Yori
man.
Gokuro is out. Multiple that looks like also ISAU. And then Loki, Isami also out. DZ Gokuro too. Oosh.
Oh, that's gotta be around half the field that's already out of the race. Only 6 cars in the lead lap, but that may reduce a few more.
As the drivers are just going to try to survive this treacherous track and with a faulty AI line. But whatever the case is, it's just a last VTuber standing type of race. If not, whoever finishes first.
Luckily, we are able to go past halfway mark, so full points will be awarded.
Oh, but meanwhile, though, you look at Irina's chase cam, you saw Nephis, though, and Michiru going side by side throughout much of the second and final sector. That's a very good race.
Careful there.
People getting Pippa.
Careful
Lumi.
there. Oh, Lumi, no!
And sends her into...
Lumi, disaster! And she is out of the race.
And Pip and Pippa, you just saw her rejoin the track. Lumi just wasn't able to essentially read it properly. And it's not once, but twice. And that sent her into the out of bounds area, and that sent her flying. That's a very, very unfortunate way to DNF. Also, look at one of the comments though. I'm not sure why I stumbled across, but I'm loving this. Well, welcome to Vtuber Racing.
So it's now Shisui Michiru with the lead, who started off 20th. Finds herself in the lead.
Ooh.
Not many cars left in this race, certainly.
Yeah, made contact with also Rie though for good measure, just to try to make a statement. And that's a car sent into the wall. That's Irina.
Makina Arena, who won at Austin, basically dealing with a bit of understeer, or no, just collected by Rie.
Wing. Yeah, we just went into Rie's rear wing, but you see here Irina now having no rear wing and possibly damaged suspension, so that's going to be a massive dampener in her race. But you mentioned Michiru actually currently leading this race. Where is she in the standings? Let me check. Oh yeah, she's last.
Oh man, and NASA also gone. So
that's Freeze crashing down.
Another blooper on that last turn before start finish.
And as it stands right now, based on the points here, Michiru should be able to catapult herself to no higher than 11th if she manages to win this race. And you can see here, as we mentioned before, if you are looking at the end of round 5, there are multiple tiebreakers. There's actually just one tiebreaker, especially for the battle for essentially
11 and 12. That's Muyu and Rie. Of course, Rie is still in this race. And of course, Michiru down in last with only 17 points to her credit. Should be able to get herself into the middle of 11th and 20th. So this is going to be a massive upset as far as championship battles go.
Yeah, already this race is proving to have a big
Jelly
shakeup.
Hoshiomi!
Oh, jelly! The jelly is wiggling no more.
And also melted into the ground for good measure as she sent herself into the outside line of turn 14, hit the tire barriers. Yep, the championship leader is now gone, and that's going to really open the door for the remaining survivors in the lead to essentially get themselves into a good position.
Michiru's lead is 28.5 seconds.
And also 4 or 5 cars on the lead lap though. Multiple drivers at least a lap down. Jelly Hoshiyumi has basically said bye-bye to this race alongside multiple other drivers, and it looks to me that we might actually come pretty close to more than half. I think more than half of the cars already retiring.
Yeah, this is this is massive bloodshed here.
Oh, there's also Michiru though.
Remilia Nefis.
Yeah, Remilia Nefis though. Remilia Nefis who's currently running in second. Only a 2 points behind Jelly Hoshiyumi coming into this race. And this should mean that Nefis might just be able to hang on to the lead, but possibly not anymore because of her being sent into the outside wall. And I think that she is probably already retired. Yeah, especially that she's not part in the main straight. And currently, also, that's Ashelia.
Ashelia, Leah. Come on, Leah. Just trying to go around, and yeah, but car stuck in the front stretch. That's a big obstacle for some of the drivers remaining.
Yeah, also the Sukanari Hina, Kokoromo Memory, and Amanagawa Shiwa Hina, the other drivers inside the top 5. Let's just see which one of the remaining top 5 cars who are still in this race. Memory is out, Hina is out, and Hikanari Hina, probably haven't checked her out. Hina, is he even here? I think he's here.
Well, that's the end of her race right there.
Now that's all of the top 5. The championship contenders now gone. That leaves only a few left. I think more than half of the cars have already crashed. Michiru no has no front wing, and she is driving absolutely slowly as well. What happened to her? Oh yeah,
pit lane.
She was in the pit. Yeah. I actually like though that some of the cars are matte and the other cars are pretty glossy. Nice touch.
Yeah. 1980s Monaco and the wet vibes, according to Chrono. Yeah, it's yeah.
More like 1984, and probably only just 1984 because at that race, Stefan Bellof was trying to chase Alan Prost and Ayrton Senna, and of course Ayrton Senna wanted the race to be stopped. And they listened to Ayrton, mostly, and also into the track edition. So Ayrton Senna got his first win of his career over there, and Alan Prost was getting second. Alan Prost thought that it was supposed to be his race to win because Alan Prost was actually catching Ayrton Senna. But of course, there's also Stefan Bellof who was actually catching the two. Well, this is a story for another day though, as Uruka is just currently in second place though, only 2.4 seconds behind, or rather, already ahead of Michiru. So we now have a new race leader who, in the standings, he is sitting in, I believe, check.
Careful about the wall, Uruka.
Oh yeah, Uruka just needs to save it, save the car. Oh yeah, I actually need to highlight this extra bit of detail though. So about Michiru and Uruka right now, both of them occupy the bottom 2 positions in the standings.
Oh my!
Oh yeah. So we're seeing the bottom 2 finish top 2 here in Vancouver. So we're going to be seeing a funny race here.
Albeit not as funny for obvious reasons.
Yeah, funny for the bottom two to win this race, but of course this race is a massive wreck fest though. I think there's only like 7 or 8 cars and almost the Uruka almost out of the race though. But all they need to do is to just survive. They just need to survive though in this final 2 minutes of the race, and I think they should have only 2 laps to go.
Rie won't survive this one.
Oh no.
Dear.
Let's see, 1 something, 116, 117.
Well, looks to me that Uruka is just gonna try to get by this track, and right now she is currently in the latter stages of the lap. I believe she is coming into essentially the right-hand corner and then coming to the long right-hand corner that is essentially Salt Building, and then she is going to come into turns 10 and 11 and 12, so coming in pretty soon. Yes.
Yeah. Very few cars left on the track. Yeah, more wide open. There's just the issue of trying to survive this ridiculous part of the track. This barrier separating the pit lane from the track. One to go here.
Yeah, white lap, there's the white flag, and Uruka just needs to survive this one last lap if she wants to bring a massive upset into the championship standings here. As it stands right now, if she does win, she is going to catapult herself into no higher than 9th place. And at the very least for Shisui Michiru, she should be able to at least maintain a top 15 run into the standings with so many cars retiring. But whatever the case is, there's a saying, to finish first you must finish. I think both of these drivers are embodying this as we speak.
Yeah. Yeah, look how compressed her roll hoop is with the camera still floating above. Looks very interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
Well, yeah, Uruka just only having a few corners left here just for her to seal a very upsetting win. Well, a very big upset win. Dag.
And Uruka able to go past this barrier without issue and into the finish line, and Fujikura Uruka gets the victory in an absurd race here in the streets of Vancouver.
Well, lots of people are actually glad that this is done and dusted.
Yeah.
Also, Michiru having a very good run for herself brings her best ever finish into the best ever finish in this race. And just wanted to check into the rest of the field on where they end up, and it looks to me that the third place driver is just past the final corner, no problems.
And it looks like Graham Pico might as well not be able to finish third.
What an upset.
Now let's look at the replay. Let's look at the replay.
Yeah.
And
absolutely. Sheila has no problems. She should inherit third.
Leah does finish third. Graham Pico just short of a podium.
And yeah, just want to check though, Grand Pico only losing 1 position from that crash. What a wild race this is. Yes, this is like 1984 Monaco and 1996 Monaco, where in both of these races there would be an upset winner. So yeah, so there's King Pippa also flying in the void. So as Dag, I should have you prepared to essentially write down the results. Fujikura Uruka wins at the streets of Vancouver, with Shisui Michiru getting second place though, especially given that these are the best finishes that these two drivers have had. Rinko Ashelia finishes third, with Grand Pico fourth, Mumuyu fifth, with Komachi Panko sixth, Ember Amane in seventh, with Makina Arena in eighth, Pipkin Pipka ninth, and Jelly Hoshiumi in 10th. Himemaya Rie is in 11th, with Hikanari Hina in 12th. lots of drivers have been able to finish 10 laps. And then there's third place, of course. Just want to double check who's in 13th. But we'll get into that later, though. Oh, never mind. There's Kaneko Lumi in 13th, Ramilia Nefis 14th, Utatani Nasa 15th, Ayase Yu 16th, Kanagi Loki 17th, with Amy Misami in 18th, Tema Miami in 19th, Saya Cyrox in 20th, with Hakushika Yori in 21st, with Shisaka Airi 22nd, DC Dokuro 23rd, with Kokoro Mo Memory in 24th, Amanagawa Shina is in 25th, with Rooney Roos in 26th, and Kaminari Clara rounds out the 27 car field, which barely completed a single lap, joining Roos, Sheena, and Memory.
That was a real headache of a race, Adak.
Well, you can't expect perfect races every single time. Sometimes you have to expect wreckfests, but sometimes you just say it's a bit too much there. And now, looks like we should have the permission to report on the new championship lead.
Just need to put in the bonus point for Mumuyu. So 26 points instead of 25 for this round for the defending series champion. So not a bad result for her.
All right. So just wanted to give a bit of a interesting sight here. All the other championships that we have seen there was essentially a close fight for the championship. But this time, we now, after 6 races, we now have a clearly defined top 2 in the standings, with everyone essentially in a best of the rest position. So Jelly Hoshiumi is currently in the championship lead still at 149, but she has, I think, extended the gap to Ramilia Nefis to 142. Well, the gap is 7 points. Ramilia Nefis is at 142 points. Hikanari Hina is in third with 114 points. That just shows you how good these two drivers have been, especially for Nefis, who have won 2 races so far, but it's probably the lesser consistent one. But Angeli Hoshiumi being the more consistent one, despite not winning a single race.
Yeah, we have seen quite a few series in which a driver has won the championship without having won a race. Might Jelly be another such driver who wins without winning?
Well, we might be seeing another Matt Crafton in the if you know the history of the 2019 Truck Series. But yeah, what a race that has been.
All right, so let's have a look at the schedule for the next 3 rounds. We're gonna try to stream again tomorrow. So we were able to get through the streams today, and here's the schedule for tomorrow. We are going to be racing at CTMP, Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, Mosport in short, and then a short travel to Detroit for another street race round. Oh my, and we're also going to be racing in a fantasy circuit, Manhattan. That's going to be the 3 rounds for tomorrow. So we'll look forward to that.
Well, it's going to be an interesting insight though. Mosport, Detroit, and Manhattan. Mosport being a fast-flowing track in around the Canadian area, and then Detroit, I believe it's the Belle Isle circuit, if I'm not mistaken, or is that the other one?
It's the Grid 2 circuits, the downtown circuit.
The downtown circuit, and also with Manhattan. And also about Manhattan, though, you mentioned it was fantasy. Is it based on the planned F1 track or something else?
Fantasy F1 track, yeah.
Yes, fantasy F1 track. So we got a bit of a homework coming up, though. But whatever the case is, I hope everyone has enjoyed this championship battle between Jelly Hoshiumi and Ramilia Nefis. It's a very, very tight affair that we're seeing here so far. Dag, that should be my closing thoughts. Dag, over to you.
Yes, so that's going to do it. Hope to see you tomorrow for more PhaseCar action in rounds 7 through 9, 10 a.m. Eastern. So thanks so much for thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you for more action. Hopefully, we'll see what happens in tomorrow's races. Will it be as crazy as today's races? You never know what will happen. Alright, so thanks again for showing up, Dag, and hope to see you around for tomorrow's rounds. All right.
All right.
All right. So have a great rest of your day, and see you tomorrow for more PhaseCar racing. Take care, everyone.
All right.
Take care, everyone. See you tomorrow for more PhaseCar action. Halt to Dag.